Figueroa beats killing the music of the track, yeah.
What's up, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters, and America's team? Here we are on the recap Sunday night. Give it up. Well, and here we are joined tonight by our guy with all the content in the world that's going to keep it real and give us the real spill. Let's give it up for Football Junkie. Final score, Ravens 28, Cowboys 25. Another loss for the Cowboys. That's what I said. Another loss for the Cowboys. Now, some of you guys might be saying, well, told you so. And some of you guys are probably looking at it as it's still, I cannot believe it. But Football Junkie, you and I both, we saw the game tonight, man. And different day, same story. So with that being said, man, how you feeling right now after you saw what went on tonight?
After what I viewed this game today, I still view the offense as a problem. Play calling as a whole. I looked at the whole segment, 4-quarter segments, and when you look at the first 3 quarters of the game, first half, and then the second half of the third quarter, we had no offensive continuity whatsoever. Lack of thereof, a running game, any consistency with receiving from the receivers. And I have no problem with throwing CD Lamb up under the bus for his lack of inconsistency with his hands.
Whoa, wait, Football Junkie. You talking about the $136 million
guarantee, man. Yeah.
What was that about?
What was that about? His head wasn't in the game. You could blatantly see when they did sideline views on the sideline of him. You could tell his head was in the game. And they want to blame it to the lack of him being there during camp and stuff like that. We got some players that's in the league. Jefferson, for one, wasn't in camp for a period of time. Look what he's doing. Chase. Okay. And we can go on with a few other players. But what they're doing, they're going out there earning their money and earning their keep. You know, you got the dollars, so make it all make sense.
No more talk, no more excuses. You got the bag. Now we expect you to produce, regardless what it looks like. I don't give a fat rat about you being double team. I don't give a fat rat if you triple team. Get open, Superman, because that's exactly
what you do.
You know, when we was kids, man, we always thought $6 million man was the baddest thing around, man. $6 million man, because they said we can build them stronger and we can make them faster.
Okay.
I'm still rolling with the $6 million man.
Okay. I'm still rolling with the $6 million man, too.
So, what we saw tonight, man, it kind of puts me back. And if you see right there, I said Cowboys lose 3 games straight at home, and starting with the last season with the Green Bay Packers. We lost that one. Then we turn around at our first opening game against the Saints. We lost that one. And here we are. We lose against the Saints. Against the Ravens as well. So the score does not do this game any justice, Football Junkie.
No, it doesn't.
Because when you look at the box score, let me see if I can go to this box score. Just kind of give everybody a little inside scoop on what took place. So we actually had 3 points in the first quarter, 3 points in the second quarter. Well, I'm trying to find where is this at. I want to see where this is.
3 points in the third quarter, 3 points late in the fourth quarter. We scored basically roughly 20 plus unanswered points late in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So what it looks like right here, let me give you a couple of stats on what's going on here. We had 26 first downs to the Ravens 24 first downs. I'm sorry, hold on, let me back that up. I'm sorry, let me see it. Yeah, passing first downs, we had 18 to their 8. Rushing first downs, they had 16 to our 2.
Hmm.
Yeah. Total yards, they have 456 yards. We have 412 yards, and a lot of that came in the fourth quarter. Yards per play, they had 7.6, and we had 5.9. Passing, they had 182, and don't let this 361 yards fool you. Only reason
Okay.
you're throwing for that many yards is because you playing from behind, right? The completions, the Ravens had 12 for 15. We was 28 of 51.
This man threw the ball 51 times. This man put the ball in there 51 times. That
So
automatically tell you don't have a run game.
when I don't, well, when you mentioned the run game, they had
When your quarterback throw the ball 51 times, I'm saying when your quarterback goes over 40 passes in a game thrown, that tells you limited on your run game.
bro, yeah, he threw 51 times and we only had 51 yards rushing. Wait a minute.
So
Between
every
Lamar
pass
Jackson,
equated to a run,
yeah,
a rushing yard.
between Hill, Henry, and Jackson, 274 yards rushing.
You see what the objective was right there, 271 rushing yards. Okay, so we know already that from the coach's perspective, we're going to keep them on the field. We're going to eat up the clock. We'll keep them on the field. We're going to eat up the clock. We're going to wear them down on the back end. That's the defense. Front end, we're not worried about the front end. We're just going to keep the defense on the field, wear them down. So if we come up with our defense against the opposing team's offense, we
They're
attack them
resting.
how we want to attack them, and we're going to let Dak beat us because we know that the Cowboys don't have a running game. We pressurize Dak the right way, he's going to turn the ball over.
With that being said, Baltimore had 45 rushing attempts. We had 16 rushing attempts.
It's a lot of running.
For Baltimore.
It is. That's 3
16,
running backs and a quarterback.
and we had 16 attempts at running, bro. What
Oh, shit.
what happened? What happened when our coach said, "I know how to win, and I want to run the damn ball"? But then at the same time, you still got Zeke over on the bench. Make that make sense, football junkie.
You got Zeke on the bench. You got Fiddle Faddle Daddle. We got Fiddle Faddle Daddle.
And what do you
And
call it, Rudy?
we got what's it say?
And we got Rudy.
Yeah, we got Rudy Nunn Vaughn, Fiddle Faddle Daddle, and Rudy Nunn Vaughn.
16
Fullback,
attempts.
our second year fullback was more effective than them, and he played a role in the passing game.
So I'm just gonna get right to the chase, man. I'm gonna get right to the chase, and I'm listening to all these radio shows. I'm listening to all these content creators. I'm listening to all these sportscast, channels and all this stuff, and everybody continues to want to blame the defense. They are saying the defense can't stop the run. The defense couldn't do this. Defense, and which true enough, Mozzie has really ruined it for everybody. The guys they tried to bring in here didn't work. So guess what? Now they're stuck again with Mozzie Smith at defensive
Mozzie
tackle.
Smith.
But with that being said, again, everybody is pointing the finger at the defense. How do you feel about that, bro?
Well, I feel like they're disrespecting the defense because it take an offense and a defense and special teams to make up the whole complete team. All
Mm,
right. It's three phases in the game: offense, defense, and special teams. All right. Special teams is fairly decent. Defense, I'm not saying we're the best. We could be better, I feel. But at the end of the day, I'm still looking at over here where the points are supposed to be collected at, though.
The points. Give it what you cannot keep your defense on the field for 3 quarters and expect the score to be 6-0. You kept your defense on the field for 3 quarters, and we could not find the end zone until what? The fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter.
3 points in the
Fourth quarter.
first, 3 points in the second, no points in the third, and then we get into this. We play from behind. Let's sling this ball around the field, and let's see if we can play catch up. But it's the defensive fault. It's the defense fault.
Defensive foul.
This is not going to be that kind of show tonight because I'm going to basically put a lot of blame on Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
As I said before, the game has passed him up.
Yeah.
Baltimore had a 32-year-old defensive coordinator on their sideline. They are creative. They are reinventing the game of football. Mike McCarthy, where are your crossing routes? Everything is vertical. You know that your line is not strong enough to hold off that defensive line, but you're trying to shoot the ball downfield, brother. So what are we doing here, football junkie? What's going on? Because that's definitely a miscommunication. That's a disconnect
It's
with our
big time disconnect.
it's a totally big time disconnect with our quarterback, our offensive line, our running back, our receivers, all of that. And where can we point the finger?
Offensive coaching. Because for one, I mean, at this level of expertise, uh, you're supposed to be able to have it locked in and locked down. Fundamentals, and all that. McCarthy. One thing I can say for sure about McCarthy, he need to trash that gun. I mean, slow pace, tempo. Uh, just get set and let's go offense and let's go ramp it up and let's go up tempo. Because you just think about it, they're doing up tempo in high school. You're doing hella up tempo in college. And where are these guys coming from? Up tempo situational offenses in college, man. They don't
Yeah,
want to just play around. Let's go get at it. Let's ramp up the tempo. And that's what these guys need. You have a tempo driven offense. That's what they did in the fourth quarter, late in the fourth quarter. Nothing but up tempo. And what it get you?
yeah, it got you points. But that was because everything was. I used to run this when I was coaching the 707 in high school for these high school teams, man. And I used to call it NASCAR. Get your butt up on the line and run the play. And this
Hmm.
is what Dak did. This is when Dak was successful. When there was no huddle. And I was watching, I was telling the guys that I was my kinfolk and them that I was with, I was saying, man, let's see how this works. As you see right now, Dak is not calling a huddle. Dak is getting on the line and he's running the play from the line of scrimmage. And what did he do? He went down and scored. It was when they got in the huddle and slowed the tempo down, which hurt the offense the most. So, as a coach, and a coach that's supposed to have these analysts or these run by analytics on things that he always say, this is something that you should know about your quarterback. Hey, my quarterback is better if I just sit back and allow him to call the plays. And when he get into a jam, then let me throw a play in there. This is when Dak is good. But when they get into a huddle and Mike McCarthy, and I don't know if anybody go back and watch this tape. Watch the tape of this game in the fourth quarter. We did not become productive until Dak was running the NASCAR type of offense. Line of scrimmage, push the ball. And I mean, did you see that? That's what I saw.
That's what I saw. I promise and guarantee you, if they would have started that late in the third quarter, they stole this game. They would have started this midway through the. I mean, forget this late third quarter. They would have just came out of the half with this mindset that they had late in the fourth quarter. they would have stole that game, probably won it by a touchdown.
I see now why Aaron Rodgers got rid of Mike McCarthy,
Oh yeah,
because he was coming with this old school style game plan, and he's doing the same thing again. Dude, you're talking about you running the ball. I'm baffled, man. I mean, people can say what they want to say about Zeke, but he is experienced. And why haven't we called up Dalvin Cook? You know
okay,
why you haven't called up Dalvin Cook up? Because you're just like Kellen Moore. You do not believe in running the ball. You want to throw the ball at least 70% of the time. You only had 16 attempts at running the ball. 16, football junkie. How can and I said this in the pregame. I said this before this game. I said, unless we have a good running game, you can call this game a wrap. And that's exactly what we fell into. We got away from the running game, in which Rico was doing pretty good. But a lot of times, this is another thing that I saw, football junkie. Mike McCarthy would come out on first down throwing the ball, and it comes up incomplete. Now, guess what you're at? You're at 2nd and 10. As a defensive coordinator, guess what I'm doing? I'm going to drop back in zone, because I know
okay,
Dak is not good at throwing in the zone. Now, Dak will pick you apart if you're man-to-man, but, it's 2nd and 10. So, hey, guys, let's play a zone and probably bring a man and put a little pressure on Dak and make him beat us with his own in the zone.
yeah,
So now, guess what? Incomplete on 2nd down. Now, guess what? 3rd down, and what we want to do? We want to run the ball on 3rd down. It's
okay.
3rd and 10.
That's backwards.
Make it make sense, brother.
That's backwards. You want to run on 3rd down, but you won't run on 1st down. That's backwards. That's self-sabotage. That's
Well,
complete self-sabotage. Jerry knew what he was doing when he did what he did. Hired Zimmer for 1 year. Give Mike McCarthy another shot at it, because he already know Mike McCarthy is stupid.
yeah.
He can't handle the pressure.
It's just his play calling. It's outdated, man. And everybody wants to look at Zimmer. And like I said, this whole video is about, we're not finna harp on this defense. That
Nah,
defense stayed on the field for 3 quarters. For 3 quarters, we had to rely on our kick. You know what? I am going to get me a Brandon Aubrey jersey.
yeah,
This man made history tonight, because guess what? We put him in a predict. It's just so good that Brandon Aubrey is cool under pressure.
yeah,
We asked him to kick a 65-yard field goal,
and
and
knock
he
it down.
failed.
Knock it down.
That don't happen too often.
No, it don't. It don't.
We
But
get in.
he,
Go ahead, brother.
but he was cool with kicking that 60-some yarder in preseason.
Yeah,
So 67 yarder. He was game for it.
but we shouldn't have to put our kicker in that position. And I was happy for him, and true that. But I would have been pissed. Mike go, yeah. No, I'm pissed because we couldn't get in the end zone. What the hell are we doing here, man? I just don't get it. We want to keep looking at Mike Zimmer. No, Mike Zimmer is trying to keep the boat afloat. Get some buckets. Bail out the water, because the ship is sinking, but keep bailing them out. Keep trying. And once we get them in a position to get the ball back, there we go. 3 and out again.
And them stupid penalties.
And stupid penalties. You know what, football junkie? I'm going to say this here, and I know this for a fact. There's nobody on this team that's being held accountable for
No.
their wrongdoing. Because if they was held accountable, I guarantee you would not see as many penalties as we see to start the game. I mean, right out the gate.
That's too much.
There's no way Tom Landry or Jimmy Johnson will put up with this foolishness. No way. But we having these kumbayas, and we're holding hands and singing Ring Around the Rosie or whatever the crap may be, but there's no accountability.
Hey, man, I even had to throw in Grandpa Bill Parcells, even though Bill Parcells was long in his teeth in the game. He
Yeah.
still held players accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we said, well, we can't stop the run game. We can't stop. Oh, they gave up 274. You damn right they gave up 274 yards when they got on the field half the time. Same thing, just like DeMarcus Lawrence said last year in that game against Green Bay. We were tired.
Okay.
It's okay to tell the truth.
Why are they tired?
Why they tired? Why they tired? Because they're on the field majority of the game. This was the same exact setup as we played against Green Bay, but we just had the opportunity to come back. But
Yeah.
it was playing out the same way when we played Green Bay. The Saints game was the same way. We got, like I titled this, Cowboys have bigger issues. Bigger
Yeah.
issues than watching why the defense can't stop the run. The reason the defense can't
Exactly.
stop the run because they're on the field for 3 quarters. 3 points in the first, 3 points in the second, and no points in the third. And you want to say it's the defense fault? Stop.
One thing about the defense, man, was for certainly when we look at the end of the game and you see your opponent's time of possession and you see your team's time of possession, if your opponent's time of possession is more than your team's time of possession, that equates to how much your defense was on the damn field. Not
Woo!
only that, when your offense is generating points, that gives your defense a reason to pin their ears back and make the opponent tuck their tail. All that other stuff is obsolete and out the door. If your offense ain't scoring nothing but 6 points, 3 points, matter of fact, your kicker is scoring points. If your kicker is outscoring the offense, if your kicker is outscoring your offense in any quarter, you're wrong. Offensive.
And that's exactly what we witnessed. I don't know what everybody else was watching today. I don't know whatever. We got a 240. We got over $350 million on offensive side of the ball. And once again, we saw the disconnect between Dak and CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, you don't have no reason to be mad at nobody because things ain't going your way. Be mad at yourself. We gave you $136 million. Get open. I need you to
Get
get
open.
open. I don't give a damn if you triple team. You better kick somebody, trip somebody. Get open. You asked for the money. You got the money. Now perform. I don't want to see that pouty baby, the whiny baby stuff that we saw again tonight, shaking his head. Don't
No,
look at nobody else. Look at yourself, buddy. Look at yourself, buddy.
that's real talk. You want to be paid like a diva. You played like a diva all the way up until you got paid like a diva, but you played like a duck today.
Yeah, you can't blame that fumble on nobody but yourself, buddy. I mean, that's where again, bro.
Nah,
There's totally let me see. Let me pull this up real quick, man. We ain't gonna keep these folks on here long. But again, we only had 16 attempts at rushing. We had 1 turnover, we had 1 fumble loss, time of possession. The Ravens had it for 34 minutes and 45 seconds. We had it 25 minutes and 15 seconds. And like you said earlier, a lot of that came in the fourth quarter.
yeah, a lot of that time came in the fourth quarter because we went down and scored, come back, onside kick, go back down there and score. We stopped them. Defense stopped them at a very crucial point of the situation. But what we end up doing,
Mm, mm, mm.
offense fell flat
Yeah,
again. Defense at a very crucial point of the game, defense did what they're supposed to do. Offense fell flat on their face. Come on.
28 of 51. 28 of 51, bro. Rico Dowdle had 8 carries for 32 yards. Zeke Elliott had 3 for 6 yards, bro. Why even bring Zeke back, bro? If you're not, bro, come on, man. Stop, man. You come on, bro. That is so disrespectful. 3 carries for 6 yards. The longest carry was for 4 yards. 4 yards off of 3 carries, man.
He didn't
And
even
then
get
you
started.
come in here, you got Deuce Vaughn 2 for 5. What do we do? What do we man, listen, bro. Listen.
Man,
Somebody
man,
I hate to say it, I understand it's early, but bro, I don't know. If this is the case, Mike McCarthy, you gonna do this? Tell you what, hit the road, Brian Schottenheimer, take over the reins or whatever. But this is not it. This is not it. You cannot. We still have the same problems that we had last year. We cannot. We're now. It's not that we can't run the ball. We don't want to run the ball. Football junkie.
can they run block?
That's a good question.
Can they run block? The circus is coming to town next week.
Can they run block? I know we
Can
can.
they
I
run
mean,
block?
well, okay, and maybe you can't. Whatever happened to the screenplay? Where's the screens? We don't even run screens anymore. Where are the screens? Where are the double screens? It's like, man, when watching this game today, man, everything that Dak did in the from the first quarter to the third quarter, they knew exactly what he was going to do. He tried to roll out boot that was somebody in his face. And I'm not just saying all this Mike McCarthy because Dak he threw some terrible balls. He threw some
Man,
terrible balls today.
say when we was deep in our own territory, at our backs against the goal line, and Dak called himself. He was sacked. He was in the grass. Called
Yeah.
himself throwing the ball out the end zone to one of the offensive linemen. Okay, you not outside the tackle. First of all, you in the grass. Second of all, basically you sacked and you throwing it to one of your offensive linemen. That's an ineligible receiver.
There you go.
Technically, the referee was supposed to call a safety on that play.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? And you're so right about that. Well, what if we would have, instead of going for, well, two things could have happened. If we would have made both of the extra, the 2 point tries, we would have won the game. Even if we would have went for the field goals, that would have put us better in a better position to win the game than
Mm-hmm.
this game management that we came up with. I just didn't understand what the thing. If you're going to go for the two, you better be for sure that you're going to get in the end zone.
Exactly.
And for whatever reason, again, red zone woes. I mean, we got in with Dak throwing one and running one, but at the same time, they know Dak. They know Dak is scary. They know Dak cannot throw in the zone, and that's why they stayed in the zone. Now I know you're gonna have those Dak what do you call fans out there, but man, we gotta call a spade what a spade is, man. And they know what they're gonna do. They're gonna turn around and say, "Guess what? Well, Dak don't play defense. Well, the defense played offense for 3 quarters."
Now Dak don't play don't play defense, but Dak he sure kept his defense out there a lot. He left them out to dry.
Well, we got a short week this week, brother. We got to go up to New York and play the New York Giants, man.
Yeah, that's a circus.
So let me ask you this: are we hitting the panic button right now, or are we going to just kind of see what happens?
Nah, don't hit the panic button yet. It ain't time to scream Mayday yet. Not yet.
No, it's not time to abandon ship, right?
Nah, it ain't time to abandon ship yet. Nah, we ain't got to send out our SOS and call Mayday yet.
Right.
Not
I
yet.
agree. I kind of agree with you, but from what we've seen from the last 3 home games, man, I mean, dude, we had basketball goals in our backyards, and whenever anybody came over our house, you could not beat me on my own basketball goal because that's my goal. I knew where to shoot the jumper from. I knew my hot spot. So you trying to come in my backyard play on my basketball goal? Guess what? You're gonna get dusted because guess what? I knew where I could hit those shots from. But you guys have the last 3 games have allowed these folks to come on your turf and just beat you like you stole some and then go spread the word. Yeah, I went over that chump house and I beat him down. Ask him about it. And that's exactly what they're doing to us now, brother.
Exactly.
Well, that's where
Are
we
they,
are, brother.
are they taking the game serious? Player from the player personnel standpoint. Are they hungry?
Mm, mm, mm. Well, here we are, 1-2, bro. moving on to the next week, short week. I don't know what that's going to look like, but like I say, my expectation is not high at all. My expectation is down here, right back close to my calf muscle, right here, a bit at the shin area, right there. And anything above that, okay, that's a plus. But that's where my expectation is for this year because I'm seeing the same old script, and yeah, we'll just have we'll see what this turns out to be. And I'm not even impressed. Get with me at postseason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Then the Giants play the Browns today.
Yeah, they won. Giants won. Yeah. So
Circus
hey,
is bad.
yeah, don't write off the Giants, man. Don't write
Circus
off
is
the Giants.
bad.
The circus is in town, and we're gonna be on the front row watching it, watching this debacle take place. So, well, brother, I'm glad you came on here with me so we can kind of vent a little bit. But what I'm not gonna do is put all this blame on this defense.
Nope.
Because this offense, Mike McCarthy and his non-play calling tail and these non-productive plays and Dak overthrowing the ball and CD not pouting because he can't get over and we're not running the ball. We can't run block. We have more problems than what we think is on the defensive side of the ball.
Yep.
And yeah, and they can get off of Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons can only do so much.
Yeah.
So anyway, my guy, that's where we are, man. Again, you got any final words before we get up out of here and get ready for this next game? What you got?
Man, to be continued.
Give it up. This kind of reminds me of the soap opera As the World Turns. All right, football junkie, man.
Oh, God.
Appreciate you coming through, man. Hanging out. We got to keep this thing going, man, because we got to
Thank
talk
you.
about it. I know people want to hear about it, but hey, for everybody that's out there watching this video, make sure you hit the like button and share this video, and also make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you will be notified when the next video is posted. Again, like I say, thank y'all for being a part of this, and like I always say, continue to stay safe and be blessed. We out.